light. Dark.
Listen, I really like that film. For me, I'm a very profound individual, and I saw a lot of subtext in it, and we talked about it earlier, and you're like, no, there's none, you're imagining things.
You are.
I am, because that's what I do. It was profound.
You know, I
Tell me what it's about.
I saw a bunch of mannequins for sale on Kijiji. And you wanted a film, and I'm like, maybe I could do something with these mannequins. So I killed my wife.
So you did kill the wife. She didn't die. It was a sense of guilt.
It was, yeah.
It was
guilt.
guilt.
It was, yeah. It's going mad.
You were going mad because of the loss, because of the murder and the guilt and the insanity.
I don't want to read too much into it.
No, because your wife is here tonight. Hi. And that's not the first time he's killed you in a film, right?
He kills me every movie. Every single time I'm buried or cut up.
I call it
Therapy.
therapy.
If you need to talk to someone, I'm here. So did you edit this yourself?
Yeah.
I really like the editing because there was a lot of quick cuts and zooms.
Right. So yeah, I'm not an editor. I edit on iMovie, and I'm not an actor. And I've come to appreciate, editors and actors and the people who light. I mean, geez, it's tough. And so yeah, it's.
I thought he did a really good job because the editing. You noticed the editing. It was really effective. And a lot of the story is told through the editing. I mean, you were using the cut as a metaphor for what was going on as well. Like, it was really, really, really well done, I thought.
Right. Well, really what was happening was I couldn't make those things look scary enough on their own. So I had to, do crazy cuts and stuff to make it a little scarier. So
well, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. That was a really good cut. That was a really good cut.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
They live in our spare room on the bed.
Airbnb.
So to follow tradition, you're gonna have to make a film next month about killing your wife again.
I probably won't.
No.
But I could send you an older film about killing my wife. Yes. If you like. Yeah.
So when is she gonna make a film about killing you?
I would love that.
Tiny little cuts, Vincent.
Tiny little cuts. Slow psychological torture until you die.
Yeah.
What did you film this on?
Oh, it's just like a what's your camera?
Oh, it's just.
It's like a. It's like a.
It's just a Nikon DSLR.
Yeah,
it's like 10 years old.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's all about the lighting sometimes. You can take something really old and just light it well and it looks great.
I'm interested in what, in like evil, in why people are evil,
Well, it sounds like you're going a layer pretty deep there. And you said there's no depth.
Don't try to get into my heart.
I'm totally going to psychoanalyze you. This is going to be like...
There's no depth.
There's no depth.
No, absolutely not.
But you've made comedies before. You've made a lot of comedies.
That was a comedy that we just watched.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Inside a sand-washed bourbon bottle, corked and fated to bow against the current one day and float with it the next.
They reached out to us and they said, do you want to screen it? And I said, yes. Do you want to make a short video explaining it? And they're like, yes.
Thank you so much for hosting our short. The poem in the film leverages imagery of a message in a bottle, a story adrift that may never be heard, and carries with it a sense of longing that I think many of us have felt. Certainly both of us did when we collaborated remotely in isolation during the early days of the pandemic.
And thank you to Vincent and the entire filmmaker crew there with the Kino film. This will be the world premiere of the film, and we so appreciate you having us.
So that was wonderful. I love visual poetry.
I get that you're bitter, but you gotta forget these things and just move on. This is a different world. People have free speech. They can say what they want and what they like.
And it was based on the 1956 word for word short story.
I created that opposition, and I still think it was justified. But I dare not go back. Not yet, anyways.
Eric Frank something or other, and it's a very obscure short story. Yeah, so that's about it. And it was me and my friend Mario. You here? And it was really, really windy, and I remember the wind kept going, making this crunchy sound into the mic, right? And I'm thinking, I'm just gonna leave that there because it adds ambience and atmosphere to it. It really, I thought it was effective anyways.
It can't be.
At Dundonald Park on Somerset, if anyone knows that park, it's a nasty park, yeah. But everyone kept coming up to us, talking to us, so it was a wonderful thing to speak into the mic. Like, speak really close. It's really, really cool.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll just talk like this the
We
whole
will
night.
just talk like this the whole night. So the film was about the box of light.
Yes.
And we filmed it last night, didn't we?
Yes. We spent about, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours filming?
2 hours, yeah. So we had no concept. We wanted to do something last minute, and we just sat down on my couch and we say, "What do you want to do?" I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. Your apartment is weird and cool. Let's grab a
Oh, the
box.
apartment is my favorite character of every film I've ever seen. I love the character of your apartment. It was my fourth idea. My first three I wasn't able to do, so that's why it was last minute. Vincent came to the rescue, and I came to his place, and we just brainstormed. And I said, what if we had a box that sucked up all the light?
It was very interesting. What I really like about this, and Tim, you'll love this. There's a lot of subtext in this because I'm trying to crack my brain trying to find the significance. It's a box that when it's closed, it sucks up the light. But when you finally open it, the light comes out, but it takes you
Takes
as
you
well.
away.
What does that mean? I mean, it's a beautifully profound statement on something. I'm just not sure what.
Well, the whole point of most of things that I enjoy is when it leaves it up to interpretation.
Yeah. I think it turned out really well considering it was only like an hour and a half, and we just
No,
sat
we just
there,
whipped it out of there
whipped it out.
in your apartment with nobody around. But no, I thank you very much for your help, and mostly for the encouragement to, when we are having these difficulties and you don't know if you can make something and you don't know if you can keep going on. The key is you just do. You persevere and you come up with something, whatever it is something that you can improve on the next time. And that is really my view in this. I'm not trying to be better than other people in this group. Other people started way ahead of me. I will never catch up. But I can constantly improve on the things that I am doing currently. So that's kind of where I'm at. Thank you. How it actually happened, I can demonstrate.
Do it
right?
again. Do it again. That was really, really funny.
Okay.
All right. So you were kneeling, and then you had to get out of the shot. So yeah,
Literally how it happened.
the memories it creates, and these are memories, aren't they, Delaney? Remember that time when we got in my apartment, we shot something with a box of light? I mean,
Absolutely.
we always have fun.
I remember like it was yesterday.
It was yesterday, yeah. And I love having fun with these things, and you gotta love the process. So Jesse,
So I wrote a thing,
We threw it out when we got there.
and then we went to the location, and the location kind of took over, and the script went out the window, and then there's a man chasing me. funny.
Right, and you get a lot of creative ideas just on the spot sometimes. Just one more shot. What about this? What about
so
this?
it's literally Rob Lundy, James, and I came up with it on the spot, and then I was like, okay, now we need to make this a story. Yeah.
You can rewrite a film in the editing sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Are you saying the next theme today?
Yes. We
Okay.
will say the next.
I'm only here because I need to know.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's
I was like, I need to
It's not
know.
like you had a film in this or anything. So
Oh,
you were
yeah.
acting like scared. You have like, I don't know anything about acting. I just like overact. But you had to like be in a panic mode all the time.
Oh, I'm really good at that.
You're really good at that?
Yeah.
Did you have to like prepare? Did you have to like hyperventilate before? Like,
No.
Let's do this.
No. There's like in the movie we did that we're filming, I have to cry, and I was so scared to be able to do it that I chopped up onions.
Oh.
I put it in a Ziploc bag. I was like, I need like drops, and I was like directing, and there's all this shit going on, and they're like action. I just turned around and I went, and I just started to cry. It just came out of nowhere. I did it without the onions. I was like so proud.
Channel that. Right on.
Thank you.
That's really difficult. I mean, you got to channel that childhood trauma. I mean,
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
I don't have any trauma.
I dug deep
I'm
and I was like, oh, that really hurt me.
Remember when he broke my
My
heart?
mom never loved me.
I think one of the secrets, Lisa would know, is when you're trying to cry or when you're trying to play drunk. The way to do it well is to pretend you're a drunk person not being drunk. Pretending you're crying but holding it back, trying not to cry.
I think I'm
if that makes
better
any
at
sense.
pretending to be drunk
To be
than
drunk.
being drunk and pretending that I'm not.
Or you could just drink on set. That's what I do. I mean, we just drink red wine. Right?
I think they frown
Not
upon
on my sets.
Oh,
I gotta do something. It'll be fun. We'll grab a bottle of wine.
Yeah. It was hella fun, but
It was
like
fun.
my people are amazing, and I appreciate them like so much because nobody can do it by themselves. And James was up literally till 5 a.m. editing. We made the whole thing within like 12 hours.
Isn't that a great feeling? Like you're hyped up on Red Bull and you're just like, go! Or maybe that's just me.
I don't think there's Red Bull involved.
It's Adderall.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for coming out,
Thanks for having us.
everyone. And
It was great to like
hopefully,
participate. And
yeah, next month. I mean, this is
involved.
great. And what's great about this is there's always new people here.
Alice. Oh, Martina. Oh my gosh, hi. How are you doing?
I was watching people's reaction as your film was playing, and it was
I came right on time,
it
too.
was great. Like the dialogue, you're so good with dialogue. Like you
Well,
wrote,
thank you.
you're right. You're a writer. You're a filmmaker.
Filmmaker.
You've done a
now
lot.
editor.
Editor. Oh,
Editor.
you do it all. I mean, it's quite amazing. The words you wrote, they're really well crafted, and it almost feels personal.
And everyone from our graduating class is either popping out babies or getting married. And to think I'm one of those people. Everyone's changed so much. Well, except for you. You're pretty much the same.
But I can hear people in the crowd. They all were like connected with it. They're like, "Fucking kill her!"
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Right? It was such a great reaction. Who said that? Who said that at the beginning? There we go. That was so good. That was so good. You've done a lot of films, and you've done a lot of creative films. I consider you one of the creative voices in filmmaking in Ottawa because you've done a lot of visual poetry. Well, I told you this before. Tell me about the process of making this film because you said, "Hey Vince, I want to do something. Can I use your weird apartment?"
That's true, actually. And then I thought, I mostly just need demo reels for acting, and I was like, I really want to play a dark character. So then I came up with this story, and put it on hold for a really long time. Then I met you during the summer or something, and then your cinematography is amazing.
We did a short film together.
We did.
You remember that? You were
We did a lot, right?
A phone sex worker.
Oh yes, I do.
Yeah, it was great. It's a drama.
I also
Actually,
played
it's a
that.
drama. Yeah.
When we brought Rachel, who you saw on board.
Wow, she was so good too.
Yeah.
Is she here? She's afraid to show her face.
Honestly.
I would never be friends with someone so selfish.
You're just jealous that I turned out way better than you.
Because you know what? You're too fucking nice.
Stop!
These people should suffer for what they put you through.
I'm done being nice.
It was good, yeah. It is so cathartic playing dark and
Oh, yes.
evil. Did it feel good?
This is my favorite.
Amazing. Are you going to make a film and submit it even though you're away from Ottawa?
Can I still submit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Because, so again, you have to love the process of filmmaking, otherwise you won't continue doing it. We had fun.
It was really good fun.
It's always fun.
Even with the ticks.
We got ticks.
We got ticks.
Yeah.
One of us ticked.
One of us tick. Well, I have Tourette's, so I tick all the time, especially at night. So I already have them. See, there we go. So you wrote this. You write all your films.
I do.
And is it important for you to be the writer or the creator of your film, the content? Could you do someone else's film?
Perhaps.
Do you want to do someone else's film?
I don't know. I never really think about it. It's like I have this little movie maker in my mind and I see it on screen, and so I have to pull it out on.
I had a question, but it just escaped me. I'm old. Hold on a second.
I'm married.
Yeah, what? And you don't shy away from just using your phone and editing on your Chromebook.
No.
You do whatever is necessary to express yourself creatively.
I think, it's not the best quality on the phone. The lighting, the sound, the cinematography, you're not going to get what you want for sure. But I think we all have a story to tell. And if your story is strong, those other things can be forgiving. Unless your sound is really off and you can't hear what's being said or whatever. But
we have to set the table.
I think as long as your story is strong and people can connect to that, then those other things can be. But it's really nice to have it done right.
Oh, yeah.
I must say.
But you're right about having an emotional truth to something. And it comes across as genuine, and that's really important. That's why your previous film was really genuine, I felt it, because it was personal, the previous one. But this one, is it personal? Did you feel like you were the witch deep down inside?
Well, this one was really about, especially young people. You're trying to figure out who you are, and we have choices. And sometimes those choices can lead us down the wrong path. And sometimes we might choose light, sometimes we might choose dark, and where that brings us, one can only find out.
Oh, it's a lot
For
of
a
fun.
change,
And you are the director of photography. She wrote a shot list, like detail. She knew everything. The thing, I keep telling you this, you have the ability to visualize something. Even as you're writing it, you see the whole film play out in your head. I see you naked.
And dead people.
How you doing?
Especially when you talk like that.
Hi. But I keep saying, that's a talent a lot of people don't have. Someone is good and disciplined at one thing only, and they, but you do everything. You edit, you write, you direct, you're the director of photography, you act, you do everything. You are a filmmaker in all sense of the word.
Well, thank you.
And I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. I'm saying this is, just realize that is not something people obsessively storyboard because they can't visualize things. And you're not only able to visualize, pre-visualize, but you can be on set and say, well, what about this? Let's do this all of a sudden. And you immediately see it play out in your head. You edit it as you write it.
Yeah, it's true.
That's amazing. So please do more films, Stephanie.
I will.
With
Oh my God, you know what? I've loved acting in general, right from when I was a little kid. And I didn't let myself do it because I was always a big girl. And I thought, nobody wants to see the fat girl on screen or on stage or whatever. So I didn't participate at all. Well, like I was saying, I had these movies playing in my mind. So I would talk to him about it. He's like, well, just do it. Just make it. Anybody can make a film. So I'm like, yeah, okay. So we did it. And it too was emotional. It was about confidence, self-confidence, and putting yourself out there and whatnot. And it was like, I was hooked. And at the same time, I was thinking, I need to show my son that don't let yourself stop yourself.
Oh my God, Stephanie, you got to make a film every month simply for the reason you got to come on stage and talk. Because you're such a good at like the words.
That's not what my mother always told me to shut up. Like,
but you're so inspirational and you're so wise as well. I'm not saying you're old, but you are older than me.
Not that much.
Not that much.
Just a few years. Yeah.
So you're definitely gonna make one next month.
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna figure something out. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and you got to be here to see it. So.
Yeah. And I want everybody in this room to make a film, or be part of making a film.
Even if it's 30 seconds.
Even if it's 30. Well, I mean, most guys. I mean.
You've been talking to Sarah. What? Come on.
You get 30 seconds. You're so lucky.
Why you red?
Come to me.
Well, and this particular actress, this was her first film, but she went through a dark period too, and and at that age, while we call it dramatic, it's very real for us in that time of, he dumped me, or she doesn't like me, or I'm not part of the group, or whatever it is, and so it's, sometimes we want to just dive into darkness and not see anything.
The next theme is courage or cowardice. That is our trademark. Things are going to be dramatically contrast to each other, so hopefully one or the other or both can be inspirational.
Sometimes we want to make a film and it's just going to go on YouTube and it's going to get maybe 20 views. This is a little screening in Ottawa. It's something. You get engagement. You get an audience. A captive audience sometimes. You get an audience and you get feedback and you get questions and you get to feel like a movie star for one night. And hopefully that this little thing encourages people to just make something because there's going to be eyes on it. So just do something.